Hey y'all. So it's me and my girls here. This is Naomi. You gonna say hi?
I can't just smile.
Anyways, I'm Hannah. What's up?
And we are, I don't know, just Tanya, Hannah, Naomi. So we are doing a hair porosity test for you guys. So this is something really fun to do, right? If you have daughters, you can take a few minutes just to do this with your daughters. It's a really fun activity to do if you've never done a hair porosity test before. So I'm doing it with my daughters, and I'm so happy to share this experience with them. So we have 3 levels of porosity, hair porosity. What are they? Go.
So we got low porosity, high porosity, and then medium porosity.
Oh, you guys are smart. Okay, so we're gonna talk about low porosity and high porosity. We're not gonna talk about the medium because it's normal, right? Medium hair porosity is normal. Can you say normal?
It's normal.
No, can you say normal?
Normal.
All right, so low porosity hair is, it lacks moisture. So the cuticles are really tight. It doesn't get moisture when you add. So if you ever notice when you add creams and butters to your hair and it just sits there, it's just, your hair is just still dry. It's like, yeah, when are you gonna, add some moisture to my hair? So the moisture, the cuticles are very tight, right? So you can't get anything in there, even if you do what to low porosity hair. Even if, I thought you knew.
Yeah, water to it?
Yes, if you add water and the water just beep, 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 beads on your hair, then you have a low porosity hair. Low porosity hair loves heat. Now, I'm not saying like flat irons or curling irons or blow drying it till it's bone straight, but heat as far as when you're doing deep conditioners, right? So if you don't have a hair dryer, hooded hair dryer at home that you can use to do your deep conditioning treatments, you can use a plastic cap and cover your hair for about 15 to 30 minutes with a plastic cap so that heat from your scalp can generate to your hair, which will then allow the cuticles to open, which will then allow the moisture to sit in. All right, that's low porosity hair. And low porosity hair also loves oils such as grapeseed and argan oils. Now, let's talk about high porosity hair. Can you tell me what high porosity hair?
Ooh, mine. I don't know what that is.
That's why we're doing this experiment. So, high porosity hair. Hannah, can you tell us? Can you tell the people?
What I know is kind of like when your hair is, you don't need to add as much moisturizer because it already kind of is moisturized as it is. It just takes in the moisture as easy, but it can also come out just as easy as it came in.
And why is that?
I don't know.
The curls are open or something?
The cuticles.
I have done a bad job as a mother.
We learned this together though.
All right. So, high porosity hair, just as Hannah says, the cuticles are wide open and anything can get into it. Oils, conditioners, anything. It loves moisture. But just as much as it loves moisture and can absorb the moisture, it can also leave. And you don't want to do that, right? The reason why it leaves is because your hair is either damaged by heat or damaged by chemicals. So you want to correct that, and you can use protein treatments to help bind those cuticles back together. You can use shampoos and conditioners that contain protein treatments as well. You would also notice with high porosity hair is that it frizz, it tingles, and that kind of stuff. In high porosity tests, when you do the water porosity test, which we're gonna do here, as a matter of fact, let's do that now. Let's pull out a piece of hair. Can we do that?
I already did that.
You see now?
Let's see. Don't pull out a bald spot.
I'm trying to grow my hair, and here we are
I'm right there
pulling
with
it
you.
out. Oh,
I think I got a piece. I got a piece.
that hurt.
That piece collar looks straight.
All right. This is not the braid hair, I promise. I pulled this from my scalp. So we're gonna sit that in there. Did you just, is that yours?
Yeah, I just got mine.
Ooh. Ew.
Ew.
No, I said ooh. So we have dropped a piece of hair into our water. Can you show the water? We have dropped a piece of hair into our fancy glasses of water. And we were just speaking to our neighbors. And we're going to let this sit for about, I don't know,
5 minutes.
about 4
thinking.
minutes. About 4 minutes. So if it stays to the top of the water, what is that called?
It's low
Low
porosity
porosity.
hair.
Alrighty, if it sinks, what is that called?
A high porosity.
It's high porosity. If it goes to the middle, it's normal. You normal hated people. Anyway, so high porosity hair loves oils such as coconut oil, and it also loves protein and butters and heavy creams and stuff like that. So with that being said, that is really your hair porosity test. It's really easy. You don't need a cosmetologist license. I mean, you can be 11 and 13 and perform this test. You do not need you don't need supervision either. So, anything else you want to add?
Yes, actually. So this test is really easy for you to do for your hair. It doesn't take anything but to just pull out a strand or two for your hair. And also, if you didn't know, it's a very easy test. And also, if you didn't know what products to use for your hair, high porosity, low porosity, medium porosity, when you figure out your hair porosity, you can figure out the products used for or best for your hair type or porosity.
That is a great point, Hannah. Once you figure out if you're high or low or high or high or low, you can now go and begin the process or your journey to finding what products really works for your hair. What I use for us, I create our own little mess, little creams and stuff like that. I play with stuff. But we also have a hair oil growth serum that you can try out, and it's actually awesome for your scalp. If you have any scalp conditions, itchy, scaly, or anything like that, you can check that out, and I'll leave the website for that. But our hair has been sitting here for about 2 to 3 minutes now, and it's still sitting on top of the water. It is on top of the water. Now, there are some people who would say that if you didn't do this test with clean hair, then more than likely it's gonna sit on top because your hair already have some kind of oil in it. And some people also say if you do it with warm water or cold water or whatever, that this test won't work. But it is up to you to take the test yourself, whether you do it with clean hair or dirty hair. Just take the test and see what your level of porosity is. And we are out. We are out. We are out. I don't know why you're acting like that. We are out. She the main one. Have fun.